couple of days ago, a few friends of mine were talking about League, and I told them that Trundle was a support now, and they were like, "What? The meta is completely turned upside down. The world is about to end." And I also told them that Graves is a jungler now, and you know, it made me realize just how they haven't been playing a lot. So it made me realize that the meta can be confusing sometimes. And I decided that it would probably be a good idea to try to explain why Trundle is a solid support, and actually try to make a video about why Graves has been a support, a jungler lately. And I also wanted to do an analysis of my own gameplay, so there's that. So this game starts really well, really normal. Momo's gonna spam right now. Sivir. The problem with this game is gonna be a bit of Sivir and well, general misplays of mine. Yeah. Here's the Spanish.
Let me give you a hug.
So the pick and ban phase, we first picked Sivir, and they first picked Nasus and Graves, and I thought that my job would be to keep Nasus as far away as I could from her. So I picked them to disengage and to steal his stats. Obviously, that's the beauty of Trundle. And you're gonna notice like Sivir doesn't farm a lot during the early game. So Trundle support. What do you do in the laning phase? Basically, you try to push it out, help your AD carry push it out, and then you try to zone them out. Basically, what I'm trying to do is posture myself aggressively, as I noticed that we are getting level 2, and both Thresh and Ezreal, you're gonna see it a bit, they do not respect either my summoner choice or the fact that I'm level 2. So Ezreal gets too close, and I easily use my Chomp, my Pillar, and Ignite. Sivir flashes for some reason, and then she has to heal to make sure she doesn't die. And we got first blood, like that. Super simple. And this is what you want to do with this champion. You out damage almost every support. I think that you can out damage every support, to be honest. And that's what you gotta do. Right here, I'm going for a ward, but I realize I don't have it yet. And now we overstay a bit. I'm scared of the gank, but we overstay a bit. Sivir should probably leave by now. I get level 3, I go place a ward in case we get ganked, and this happens. So I misplayed a lot, and I mispositioned my pillar, which means that Thresh gets a kill, and I had a flash right here. Also, they fail in the top lane, and Nasus gets a double kill, which is gonna be kind of hard to get away from, to turn around. So again, your damage is gonna be higher than most of the other supports, and your disengage is really good. There's also something like there is fairly no reason to pick him over, say, Janna if you want to disengage, or maybe, I don't know, Nami or Leona for the engage, really. But no champion, no support is as oppressive as Trundle once he gets ahead. And actually, few of them are actually that simple. Leona goes in and she doesn't go out. Nami has good disengage, but it's not very easy to pull off for most players. At least I don't play her enough to do it well enough. This is my second game, to put you guys into some perspective, and I'm doing it fairly easy. Everything I'm doing with him is fairly easy because he's a very simple champion. And well, he isn't a normal support in the sense that he doesn't buff anyone. He's a tanky dude, but he buffs himself and he debuffs the opponents. That's what's important with this guy. And also, again, disengage. Right here, I get a good pillar, and then I overcommit a little bit and almost die. I think I got two Thunderlord procs, one by Thresh and one by Ezreal, and Ezreal somehow dies here. And Amumu notices that we have a good position here, and he wants to come in and tower dive. I don't really do much very well for the rest of the game, really. This is probably my best play. Really, my best play for a long time. So yeah, there's a bunch of like, this isn't going to be a very interesting video if you're gonna be watching me play. So also something that I noticed, like Ezreal and Thresh weren't very good. Oh yeah, Sivir got I like what Amumu does here. Like, he wastes Graves bullets, Graves ammo by staying between the minions, but it's not enough. But it's still a very nice play by him. Despite the really bad farm by Sivir, you just saw there, like, she was 20 CS ahead of Ezreal. And well, that's all that really matters, to be honest. You don't need her to be super fed. You just need the other AD carry to be really underfed by comparison, you know? So, while not amazing for us that she doesn't have a lot of CS, she's at least a bit more useful than Ezreal. Their lane is already super far behind, as you notice, and Sivir is kind of being over aggressive in my opinion. But hey, that's just, I don't know, she plays. Here I get caught. I make sure. This is kind of a bait, honestly. I was hoping Thresh would do this, so I would be in position to ignite Ezreal, and he did it. So this is good. And right here I wanted to gank mid, but I then remembered that Ahri is disconnected. So Amumu is coming and we decide to go tower dive again. Why not? And I misused a bit of my abilities a little bit. I thought I would be the one tanking, so I wanted to steal Thresh's stats, but I didn't. So yeah, I didn't tank it, so it was a bit of a useless ult. And so yeah, that's it. We're gonna push the turret, we're gonna get it, easy peasy. Also, interesting mechanic that you're gonna notice, even though EQ no longer applies to turrets, it still resets his auto attacks. So, little trick that you would like to know. And yeah. Also, something that I really like about Trundle in the support position. Oh yeah, we misplay this really hard. We all die. I really don't like this play by Amumu, nor do I like that Sivir is chasing him. Fortunately, we give her the kill, and we deal a bit of damage to Thresh. I think I kill him, but now we give 2 kills to 2 or 4. I don't remember. Yeah, 3 kills. Sorry, to Nasus, which is exactly what I needed to avoid. And my ult would be so useful right there. I also make a mistake right after building Face of the Mountain, where I simply for some reason I thought that Spirit Visage, like the passive of Spirit Visage, would be instrumental for us to do something, but that pretty much leaves me very squishy because they have no magic damage, virtually no magic damage, and what I needed was something like what's it called? Oh damn, the item that scales with catalyst. Forgot it, but we needed an item on me. The one that gives me movement speed and the one gives me movement speed and a slow. My team, the overpowered oh god, the overpowered coin, and I pretty much fail it. Right here, now you see the power of Trundle Z. Pretty much, Thresh was getting away, and I stopped it, and I stopped him. That's pretty much what I want to do. Yeah, that's it. That's it. What I had to say. God, it took a while. If anyone knows the name, I'll probably look it up before. But here I misplay a little bit. I shouldn't have wasted my pillar. Amumu also misplayed a little bit, but his misplay is not as bad because it's probably not going to cost us that much. I mean, he took a bit of damage. Never mind, his misplay was really bad, sorry. Mine didn't do anything and no consequence. He took a power shot for it. I'm kind of thinking of another time in the game. And oh yeah, I misplayed it here. I wasted a bit of mana back there, so I could be here with a bit more mana. And actually, maybe I could kill Nasus, but I couldn't because I had no mana. Sorry about that. And yeah, so I nearly died here, but I see Veigar is coming top. So what am I gonna do? I'm obviously going to stay. I'm gonna try to bait him out. Try to make sure he sees a tasty Nasus, you know? So yeah, now I'm just going to push a little bit. I miss a lot of CS in this, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself because of that. There's also something that Trundle can do very, very well, even as a support. He can push. Waves. He can be solo. And he doesn't really... He's one of the few supports that I trust to go solo in a lane. And that's good, I think, because like there's something that you gotta do in solo queue. Like you gotta find a way to carry the game, and you're not going to carry most of the time if you just play a supportive style. You need to be able to split push effectively. Right here I missed the CS, fuck it. Nasus is probably coming and Graves too, so I kind of try to stop them, to stay safe basically. So I finished my Face of the Mountain, and then my first item is a Spirit Visage, and I build a No Magic Mantle or whatever it's called, or whatever this form is called, and instead of the health, and the health would be a lot better. Silver's kind of silent the whole game. Now she is constantly typing for some reason, like oh so fast, so much damage. She I really hate when somebody does that, to be honest. Like it makes the game just so bad because someone may tilt. I've seen people literally tilt off the face of the earth due to someone flaming. And it's something that I don't think you should be doing in game because it doesn't help you a lot. Right here, I didn't miss a single CS that I tried to farm, so that's good. I'm setting up vision so that we can be safe. Silver and I can be safe pushing. And then I go mid because I think that Veigar may need some help. And this Veigar was really good in my opinion. Like him and the enemy Nasus were really good. I misplay here a lot, which is really bad, and Veigar dies, unfortunately. And I can't do anything, really. I can disengage myself, which is good, and I can basically distract him a bit while Silver pushes bot lane.
That's the rule.
And for some reason, Graves just backed off, just be very fast. Again, I don't do a lot throughout most of the game. This is basically what I'm doing the whole time. Just pushing, just moving around, trying to get something on the map. Right here I stopped Thresh, but I really do nothing of it. I try to steal some stats from Graves, Sivir flashes to get the kill, and here I misposition the pillar and I die. We shouldn't have taken this fight. I don't think that Sivir should be flashing to get the kill. Not necessary, honestly. And looking back at it right now, I think I was being an idiot, but it's really hard to just do that alone. And now, yeah, the chatting starts, and as I tell Sivir somewhere along the line, the only thing you should be doing is playing instead of talking to some. Yeah, I'll tell her here. Instead of just talking, like you're tilting yourself because you're not playing, and you're conditioning your play and you're conditioning your teammates' play, or possibly why someone says they can't stop flaming is beyond me, to be honest. Something that I don't understand. At the very least, it could be like, don't avoid feeding like you did, or something like that, or what she said. I mean, she's saying he didn't do that bad. He fed in the early game, okay, sure, but some of those cases, like, you can't really. She was not in the position to blame him for it, you know. She wasn't doing that well. She was over prioritizing kills over her life. And here I die. I think I die. Yes, I die. Again, I mispositioned my pillar, and I ult Nasus, and Sivir focuses Graves. I don't blame her though. Graves is the squishy one, and most people probably don't even see my ult or understand it. So there's that. Here, I don't know what Graves is doing, honestly, and he ends up dying to Veigar because he's an idiot. But Sivir stays, and she dies. It's funny how she didn't auto Nasus while I was there, and now she's going to get gangbanged by 3 people. Simply like, this is just greed, to be honest, from her. And now she's telling people to push, which Pantheon is already doing, and he's doing a damn fine job at it. I want to try to stop Nasus, but I can't. I miss. I wasted my ignite, probably not necessary. But I think I could 1v1 Ezreal if I just evaded stuff. I have so much damage and so much move speed that it's not really that ridiculous to conceive that. I don't know how Graves lives, and I don't really understand how a Mumu died. Nor do I understand how Graves gets to live here, because I misplayed. But this play goes on for so long. Wait, is it this one? No, it's not this one. I think Veigar. Yeah, it's a bit further ahead. Oh, massive minion wave pushing towards bot lane. What does Sivir do? She does that. Like, instead of getting the most gold efficiency she can, she just goes. I don't understand these people, to be honest. Also, something that I should have been doing is use my W to farm, to up my attack speed and farm accordingly. Yeah, we're gonna try to fight here, I think. but yeah, I get a solid, not a great, but a solid pillar. And we deal a ton of damage, but nothing comes of it. Nothing really good comes of it, and we get to disengage, get Thresh. We get to disengage and get Dragon. Oh, right here. This is a play I really liked. I was trying to get some vision, and Graves gets me, and so I kind of expected them to come, to be honest. So this was fortunate of me, but this was intended to be a bait. This was I know it seems otherwise, but this is intended to be a bait, and fortunately my team responded accordingly. On the subject, so as you guys saw, like I stole a bunch of stats. Like Q steals AD from your opponent and heals you, and your ultimate just steals. I don't know if it's just tanky stats, but I think it's mostly tank stats, or if it's not, it's all of your stats except move and attack speed. And that's why Trundle is being picked. Like, it's not because it's not just because of his disengage, it's not just because of his damage output early in the game. It's because of his ability to make tanks obsolete. There are very few champions that can do that. Mumu and I just play here. Mumu and yeah, Veigar probably did it too. I don't know. The three of us just did horribly. Yeah, this is the fight I wanted to do. This fight is going to last for so long. You're gonna see, just it's ridiculous. I'm gonna activate my ult right here on Nasus. I wanted to ignite him while I ulti. For some reason, nobody focused on Nasus. Like, we gotta kill Nasus. We gotta kill him. So, and nobody wants to. We get Thresh, okay, we got a kill. Sivir isn't here, so probably a big mistake. It was a 4v4, now it's a 3v3. And Nasus just comes along like a boss. I stay here, Veigar and Mumu are going back. I want him to go back. Mumu for some reason goes up. I mispositioned my pillar again, but it's okay because I got the disengage. I still got the disengage. And Veigar gets him stunned, and you're going to see, like, this is going to last for so fucking long. Pantheon is back up. This is still the same fight. I don't think we completely stopped the fight. Pantheon is going to re-engage. I'm going to try to cut Nasus down. Yeah. Did it, stop his movement speed, and then my ult comes back up and we got him. Fortunately here I couldn't do anything else for Pantheon. I tried, but I'm too late at stopping Ezreal, and all I can do is really back off. I still haven't really done one of in my opinion, probably the best play I do all game. The only really good play I do all game, to be honest. But I think it's coming up. One of the few times we actually decisively win a team fight, and we actually are getting to this point in the game where the fact that we have one more person. Harry never gets back in, which is kind of sad, really. I wanted to show you a better game, but it's still good, I guess. I don't have the chance to play before the time when I want to. Grace, for some reason, knows that we have a pink ward here. Vision just kills himself. And we have this ridiculous engage from Sivir. We have good engage from Pantheon and Mumu. I don't know what this guy wants. Like, why is he roaming on his own in the jungle, in a place where he's seen my ping port, so he knows that I've been there. He knows that we probably are there trying to make a play. We get Baron, like, easy peasy. Then we immediately go push top. If I were any faster at this, maybe we could have gotten Nasus, I don't know. But yeah, it's good. It's good enough. We are getting the wave pushed, getting tons of CS and giving it all to Pantheon. I saw an Ezreal ult, and okay, this is just ridiculous. Like, Vayne Sivir stays for no reason, and she's no mana, no health, and we kind of have to say, I do a great pillar. I'm bragging right now. This pillar was great. It disengaged their fight completely. They couldn't do jack shit after that, and now Ezreal, they catch Ezreal and he dies. Veigar catches Ezreal and he dies. Like, what the fuck? The game is pretty much over right now. They are going to surrender in a while. Even building full support, I know it's that Baron gives you 40 AD, but I have 139 AD. That means I have 100 AD, approximately 100 AD with no Baron, with nothing. I steal stats, and I become an anti-tank. Basically, I steal stats and I do damage. This is what I do. Look at this. I don't think Scuttle has that much damage, and I got 40 damage out of it. 42, I think. So yeah, this is the final team fight. This is probably the second time I do a good pillar. This is probably also the first time I find a ward. Thresh didn't find any of my wards for some reason. Didn't destroy anything. For some reason, Red decides to go in. He dies. I focus Nasus so he doesn't get to our carries. We are dealing, and Amumu and I are here just dealing damage. Right here, I completely stop Nasus from escaping, from doing anything really bad, and I cut him off again somehow. I don't cut him off. I just completely stop him from going to Veigar. Pantheon jumps in, I use my pillar, I get an assist, GG, well played, and they are gonna surround about now. So what did we learn? Trundle is a great anti-tank champion, he is a great disengager, he has tons of damage in the laning phase. His late game is probably his weakest spot. He has no real form of engage, which makes him kind of weak. Yeah, this is Trundle support, and this was Zagarman0 signing out.